अभिचरणानंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। आनंद कोटि वैष्णवंद की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna. Welcome back to our daily Bhagavatam class. Today we try to read or try to explain the Canto 7, The Science of God, Chapter number 2, The Hiranyakashipu, King of the Demons, and Slok number 59. Yama एतदुपाख्याय तैत्रवान्तरधीयतः ज्ञातयो अहि सुयज्ञैश्च चक्रुयस्तां पराइक्यम् यमायेदुपाख्याय तैत्रवान्तरधीयतः ज्ञातयो हि सुयज्ञश्च चक्रुयस्तां पराइकम्. Translations by Prabhupada. After instruction, all the foolish relatives of Suyagya, Yamraj in the form of the boy, disappeared from their visions. Then the relative of the king Suyagya performed the ritualistic funeral ceremonies. They have no prepared, so we continue next sloka. अत शोचत् मा यूयं परं चात्मनमेव वा क आत्मकं परो वात्त स्वीयः पारक्य एव वा स्वपराभिनिवेशन विना ज्ञानेन देहिनाम् अतः शोचमायूयं परं चात्मनमेव वा क आत्मकं परो वात्त स्वीह पारक एव स्वपराभिनिवेशन विना ज्ञानेन देहिनाम् अतः therefore शोचत lament for ma do not you all of you param another cha and atmam yourself eva certainly va or kaha who atma self kaha who parah other va or artha in this material world saveyah one's own parakeya for others eva indeed va or savapara abhiniveshana consisting of the absorption of in the bodily concept of the oneself and others vina beside agganena the lack of the knowledge dehinam all the embodied living entities. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Therefore, none of you should be aggrieved for the loss of the body, whether you own or those of others. Only in ignorance does one make bodily directions, thinking who I am, who are the others, what is mine, and what is for others. Translation proper. In this material world, here too much Prabhupada quote or translate this sloka. In this material world, the conception of self preservation in the first law of nature. According to this conception, one should be instructed in his personal safety and should then consider society, friendship, love, nationality, community, and so on, which have all developed because of the bodily conception of the life and lack of knowledge of the spirit soul. This is called agyan. As long as human society in the darkness and ignorance, man while continue to make hug arrangement in the bodily conception of life. This is described by Prahlad Maharaj as Baram. In the materialistic conception, modern civilization makes enormous arrangement for hug roads, house, mills, and factories, and this is man's conception of the advancement of civilization. People do not know, however, that at the any time they themselves may be kicked out by the sense and forced to accept body that have nothing to do with these enormous house, palace, roads, and automobiles. Therefore, When the Arjuna was thinking in terms of his bodily relationship with his kinsman, Krishna immediately chastised him, saying, Kutastam kashmalam idam vishime samaspritam anarya justam. This is bodily concepts of the life is befitting the Anaryas, the non-Aryan who are not advanced in the knowledge. An Aryan civilization is civilization advanced in spiritual knowledge, not merely by stamping oneself an Aryan does not become an Aryan. To keep oneself in the deepest darkest, concentrating spiritual, concerning spiritual knowledge, and at the same time claim to be an Aryan is a non-Aryan position. In this connection, Sri Madhvacharya quote as follows from the Brahma Vivarta Purana. कः परम इति देहापेक्षया न हि देहादिरात्मा शान्तितः अत्रो दैहिकवृद्धो वाक्षेवाकि प्रयोजनं वस्तदेहगतो जीव स हि नाशं न गच्छन्ति तथा शत्रुविवृद्धो च नाशे शोचन कुतः देहादिव्यक्तिरितो तु जीवेषु प्रतिजानतः अत आत्मविवृद्धिस्तु वासुदेव रतिस्थिरा शत्रुनाश तथा ज्ञान नाशो नान्य कथञ्च. This purport is that as we are in the human form of body, our duty is to understand the soul within the body. The body is not self. We are different from the body, and therefore there is no question of the friends, enemies, or responsibility in terms of the bodily conception of life. One should not be very anxious about the body chanting from the changing from the childhood to boyhood, from boyhood to old age, and then apparently annihilation. Rather, one should be very seriously concerned about the soul within the body and how to release the soul from the material clutch. The living entity within the body is never annihilated. Therefore, one should surely know that where one has many friends or many enemies, his friends cannot help him and enemies cannot do him any harms. One should know that he is a spirit soul, Aham Brahmasmi, and that the constitutional position of the soul is unaffected by the changes of the body. In all circumstances, everyone as a spirit soul must be devotee of the Lord Vishnu and should not be concerned with bodily relationship with his friends or with enemies. One should know that either we ourselves nor our enemies in the bodily conception of the life are ever killed. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुमिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना लघुतावितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखाविन्ताक्ष. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात देशतारिणे। Hare Krishna. So today we try to understand who I am, or just last Prabhupada writing in a different angles or different and examples. Prabhupada try to explain, or Prabhupada write or mention the Yamraji also. Whenever we want to understand the philosophy or try to understand who I am, then Paramatma sitting in our heart, they approach a bona fide spiritual master, or they try to conversation with bona fide spiritual masters. This is the our Paramatma's mercy or Lord's mercy. So when you wake up in the morning or get up or try to doing lot of things like that, we are hankering for the collecting the money or earning the money, we are going here and there, moving and working lot of hard works, and after the end of the day we come in our home, and next day we are also doing same things. So this is also, Prabhupada say, this is animals society. If you are doing same things like as animals we are eating, depend upon what we eat, we eating, we are depending, we are try to defend our positions, we are also sleeping, and finally we marry or we meeting with someone's. Similarly, in animal society also, they are also eating, they eat as his need, they sleep as he need. It's depend they where they sleep, how they sleep, it does not matter, but same thing is that they also sleep. Another thing is they also defend, they try to defend, even from the ant also defend as his position or as his ability. Elephant also defend, and finally they have lot of wives also, they are also meeting. So same thing is we are doing every day, or we are earned for what we are doing for, only for four things. So if we are not understand the purpose of the life, or we are did not try to understand the purpose of the life, then Prabhupada say that we are doing in an animal society, or we are animals. Go khara. Cow and ashes. We are doing it like as a cow and ashes. So here Prabhupada try to explain who is understand this knowledge, because Lord say in Bhagavad Gita, this knowledge is gudha, guhya. What is slok? Slok is Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam. So this knowledge is guhyam. So common people does not understand, or their knowledge is captured by the Maya. They cannot understand the knowledge of the soul or who I am. They cannot understand. So they does not want to understand who I am. They just want to doing the every times working hard and hard labor works and earning the money for the tongue satisfaction, only for the tongue satisfaction or stomach satisfaction. Same similarly, they think that I have wives, I have a lot of children, I have a lot of friends, and who protect them, who care them. So they cannot want to understand, or they does not accept the supremacy of the Lord. So if those who are elevated or those knowledgeable person, they try to understand what I am doing. Every day same things are doing, but ultimately what I am get? Nothing. Only frustration. Just things we are thinking, this is my house, that is my car, here is my wife and my relatives, and what we get from them? We try to happiness from them. We are doing some or investing some things, and return what we want? We want to happiness from them. But ultimately what we get? We get the frustration. Just things we try to understand, or we try to explain. Just one examples. Just we nowadays we purchase the one type of the any type of the cars or mobiles, cars purchase or two-wheeler purchase, and first day we are too much happy because we think that yes, the 30 lakhs and 40 lakhs or 50 lakhs we invest and purchase this SUV cars. But after few days, uh, petrol prices day by day increases, fuels increases. Someone comes and damp or hit the car. They damp or they suddenly unwanted things happens is there, and we are suffering. Why we purchase the car? Because we want to happiness from the car. But what we get from the cars? Ultimately, yes, they are the one of the type of the happiness, but ultimately we cannot happiness after the 10 years and 12 years. They are also one of the scrap materials. So any type of the things we related our bodily conceptions, and bodily conceptions things, with these things we get happiness or we want to happiness, but we cannot happiness appear from them. So even from wives, childrens, we too much invest on the, it is not investment, but it is a try to understand. If you were living with wives and families, but many times we are suffering from them. Not even devotee families, not a say that, but even though those who are not devotee or they cannot understand what is the purpose of the life, or they ultimately suffering from them, so they cannot happy from them. So what we understand, what is the understanding, or what we must know about this thing? Because if you understand we are not them, means just try to understand. If someone say this is my car, means car and me are different. This is my house, it means house and me are different. This is my wife's, it means wife and me are different. This is my, and in childhood we say that this is my hand. Some children, like a small child, we say that what is your, where is nose? Huh, they keep their eyes and nose, his hand and fingers, and they said, no, 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 this is not. And they put in ear, ear also, and they said, this is my ears. It means my ear and me are different. My car and me are different. My house and me are different. My wife and me are different. Similarly, those who says as mine, mine, this is my, this is my, this is my. It means this is my body. This is my body and me. Body and me are the different things. And at that day, at that time, we try to understand we and I and my body, me and my body are different things. That day, we must know about what we do now. If we are not this body, then who I am? I don't know where I am. Yes, but we try to. Prabhupada say in the many lectures, Athotu Brahma Jigyasa. If we arise the question, who I am, then we try to approach the bona fide spiritual master. If we are not approach, what is the benefit of the bona fide master, or what is the meaning of the bona fide spiritual master? We try to understand one examples, just things. We have tap in both bathroom and toilet also. The water coming in the form of the tap in bathroom or toilet in same source or same tanki, same water tank. But if you want to wash our mouth, then we cannot use the water of the toilet. We use the water coming from or in a bathroom tap. Why? Because the places are too much importance. So if you or if you get the knowledge, real knowledge, but they are not coming from the proper source or bona fide source, it means they are contaminated. Same things we are correlated with before. The water coming from the same source but are different places. So we must approach the bona fide spiritual masters. Then our knowledge is real, or then our benefit is proper benefit. It is means if you not the approach the proper guru, then we are simply suffering with the same things. Those who are suffering with the materialistic relatives. So they first, what question is arise? Who I am. Then we try to approach the spiritual master or bona fide spiritual master. Or in Lord also say in the Bhagavad Gita, those knowledge coming from the parampara is the perfect knowledge. Evam parapraptam rajashrayo vidu. So those knowledge coming from the parampara, it is a perfect knowledge or is the purna knowledge. So we try to understand the our real identity, and then Guru says that you are not body or we are not body. Then they say that we are a soul. What is the definition of soul? Just try to understand. Just we say that after those who are leave his body or her body, they are not conscious. The body is there, but they are not conscious. But the ear is there, nose is there, hand is there, but they cannot speak, they cannot see, they cannot hear. They have no conscience. But if they present, the soul is present there, or his body or her body, so they can speak, talk, laugh, and they cannot do anything. What do we expect? So the soul is there means they have the some consciousness. So what is the identity of soul? If there is a consciousness, there is a soul. So what we are the soul, our real identity. Our Lord say in the Bhagavad Gita, Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavaka. So the soul is not destroyed or killed by any shastra, astra, water, fire, and all weapons those who are nowadays used. Even from the atom bombs, anu bombs, we cannot kill the soul. So, soul, they have no birth, no old age, and no disease. They are always Satchita Nanda, always blissful, always knowledge, and always try to happiness, or always they are in happy. So, this is the real identity of every living entity. And then, if you understand this our real identity, then what we do, or what we do? जीवे रे स्वरूपे है नित्य रे कृष्ण दास. The real identity is we are soul and part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. Who is the Supreme Lord? Krishna. Krishna means Sarvakarshak. Those are 6 qualities. They are called as a Krishna. So we are the part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then what our business is जीवेरे स्वरूप है कृष्ण नित्य दास. What the das is doing or servant is doing? Servant is doing is seva, silai. They are doing service each and every times. Even from in his sleep condition, they are trying to do his service. So, if you are doing service for the Lord Krishna, then there is no relation maintained for, or does not need to maintain our relations with materialistic conditions or materialistic body. There is no need to maintain our relations like as there is no relations remains with our families, bodies. Even from the Prabhupada say or Shastra says, if you are doing service for the Lord, then there is no things or nothing is doing for society. Even if you are born in a society, we have some type of the rina, matrurun, pitrurun, bhumi run, brahman run, sadhu runs, and society runs. So we are free from all these runas if we are doing service for Lord Sri Krishna. And here Prabhupada explains in this sloka, if we understand this real knowledge, then we are free from all miseries, because our misery is coming from due to our materialistic attachment or materialistic things. So, if you are this, yes, I have too much knowledge, I have know the Lord's, and yes, I know everything, I know Shastras, but they say that, Prabhupada says that, anarya. They have knowledge, but they cannot use this knowledge, or they cannot utilize this knowledge to understand the God or Supreme Lord. They call it as an Arya, Aryan society. Aryan society means there are knowledgeable persons living in that society. It's called as Aryan society, Aryan civilizations. We sometimes hear from the old serials like the Sanakya, they are saying that, yes, Arya, Aryan, yeah, Arya. Aryan means they are knowledgeable person, they are understand the who I am or who is the Supreme Lord. So, these same things Prabhupada mentioned in different way. Oh, no. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. So, if you are free from these things, are thinking who I am, who are the others, and what is mine, what is for others. So, these all questions are we understand and we got the answer of these questions. So, Madhavendra Puri, one of the Sri Madhvacharya, also explained the purport from the Brahma Vivek Puran. They also same things are explained. We are not body, and if we are not body, then we are spirit soul. Our body is continuously changed from the boyhood to childhood to boyhood to old age, and then after they are annihilated. Just like the we are change old garments and leave old garments and wearing the new garments. So all relation with the bodily concepts are not remains steady. Who so our relations with or our friends, our relatives, our enemies not remains constant, or we have as like adat shatru. So we try to knowledge getting or from the bona fides or a parampara, and if you are understand this knowledge or this Raj Vidya, then our life is success. So we accept the spiritual master or bona fide spiritual master, then our life is success. Our human life is success. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Agyanti पंचाकृपद्रवैश्य कृपा सिंधु वैव च पतितानां पावने वैष्णवे